What's up, everybody, and thank you for listening to Mastering the Mindset. My name is Dariusdotch, and I'm an actor, hip-hop artist, and fitness and life coach. And I'm here to personally help you train and improve your mindset so that you can, 1, become the best version of yourself mentally, and 2, gain focus and motivation to be able to take action and achieve the success in life that you want and deserve. Before we get started, please like and subscribe to my channel, and at the end of this episode, if you liked it, please share it with a friend or a loved one or someone who would benefit from hearing this message. I'm so glad you're here, and I'm ready to go on this journey with you, and that journey begins now. All right, welcome back to another episode. Again, like I always say, this is an important one, but let's just get right to it. Dying with regret. Let's talk about it. Let's go there. I hate that word, regret, but let's talk about it because dying with regret should be one of your biggest fears. I know it's damn sure one of mine, but let's talk about dying with regret so you don't have to. The last thing I want for you to do is for you to get to the end of your life and you have all these regrets. And hopefully, since you've been listening to me, you've been striving for a change, trying to make sure you go after your goals and you take action towards living the kind of life you want to live, towards becoming the kind of person you want to become. And as we do that, we obviously are going to lessen the amount of opportunities or areas of regret when we get to the end of that road. And the number one regret people have when they do get to the end is, I wish I would have lived a life that was true to myself. True to myself and not the life that other people expected of me. And we'll dive into that one specifically. And that actually came from a book called The 5 Regrets of the Dying. And in that book, the number one regret they found for people on their deathbed was that particular regret. They wished they lived a life that was true to themselves and not one that they were expected to live. And that breaks down into 2 parts. And of course, we're going to talk about it. So the first one, the way or the path that can lead to this specific regret, is people's need for acceptance. People's need for acceptance. This is one of the things that will make you regret. Once you get to the end of your life, it'll make you regret that you didn't do the things that were really true to yourself. And from a young age, we have a personality, right? And if you break the word down, the word personality, the root word in Greek, persona, which for all my theater folks listening, the persona was the mask back then that people would wear on stage. They would put on or perform a persona. And your personality from when you started grooming it at an early age until now is really this character that you made yourself into. And a lot of times, different layers of that character, different elements of that character are what your parents wanted you to be, what society wants you to be somebody that people will love. If you're attracted to women, to be the kind of person women are attracted to. If you're attracted to men, to be the kind of person men are attracted to be the kind of person that's outgoing or tells funny jokes or who has great hair, whatever. The things that we think people want us to be. And what that can lead to is us losing ourselves, who we truly are. And it really starts in an early age when we start to become who we are, who we're going to become. And of course, and I don't want you to take it this way, it's not all bad things or things that can make you natural true self, right? But for the most part, everybody wants to be accepted. And we do things that society says will make us be the kind of person who is accepted. And this is a big reason why people have a midlife crisis. They did the things that society told them they should do. And then one day they realized that they lost themselves along the way, that this ain't it. They need life to be different. Who they are, like who is this? Whose life is this? Who am I? I didn't want this career. I didn't want to be living here. I didn't want to get that degree. I didn't want to go to that college. I didn't want to marry that kind of person. And people wake up like, who am I? This ain't who I am. This is a fake life. And a quote I love, and I say it a lot on here, is from Jim Carrey. And he says, your need for acceptance will make you invisible in this world. And there's a lot of truth in that, right? Your need for acceptance will make you invisible. You weren't born to be the same as everybody else. And we get it, right? We feel like we need to be accepted because who wants to be an outsider? Who want to be the person that nobody relates to? Because that's what it can feel like. That's what it can feel like is going to happen if we act different and we don't try to be accepted. And of course, we don't have to be accepted. It's not a life or death thing, right? And of course, we want to be around people. We want people to like us. But you have to ask yourself, am I changing myself? Am I changing myself for other people? And like Rick Rubin said, he's a producer. He founded Def Jam Records. He has a good quote that I love. He said, I don't need you to like me. I want you to like me, but I'm not going to change who I am for you to like me. And everybody in life should apply those 3 sentences. We really should, because we do want people to like us. We do want to be loved. We do want to be accepted. But hey, if I ain't out here hurting people or breaking the law, being a horrible person, then why should I have to change who I am just to feel like you like me, just to fit in some box? And we're taught from a young age that we need to fit in, right? How to act, how to talk to adults, how to behave in school, what's appropriate to say. But as adults, we got to get to a point where we realize that we got some aspects about ourselves that we love and some aspects of the things that we also need to change. What's up, what's up, what's up? I want to take a quick moment to say thank you so much for listening to this episode, and to also let you know that this podcast is 100% donation driven, which means it's completely funded by you, the listener. So if you like the content I have to offer, I would love it if you can make a donation and you get to pick the amount. I left links in the description of the video as well as my homepage. You can choose which way benefits you the best to donate. And if you need more options, please feel free to email me at dariusdotch@gmail.com. That's dariusdotch@gmail.com. Again, thank you so much for being here, and let's get back to it. And again, we got to wake up one day and ask ourselves, okay, what makes me happy and what do I want to do? So that's the first reason why people regret not living that life that's true to them, is they feel the need to be accepted. And the second reason why, hitting my microphone here. And the second reason why, which is really important, is that people don't know who they truly are. And because they don't know who they truly are, they don't know what they truly want. We rarely truly ask ourselves, what do I want? What is it that will make me happy? So ask yourself, what do you want? What do you want from life? A lot of times we don't know what we want because we don't actually take the time to sincerely and honestly ask ourselves what we want. But you better believe we know what we don't want. We know exactly what it is we don't want. We have those fears, the worst case scenarios in our brain, the comfort zones we don't want to step outside of, the failures, the regret. And maybe you're a person who does know what they want. You truly know deep down. You've looked inward. You have had the conversations with yourself. Maybe you even went to therapy and your therapist helped you discover some things, and you know exactly who you are. You know exactly what you want. The next step that most of us don't take is actually doing something about it, doing something about the things they do want. We can know what it is we want and still can sit back and not go for it. What are we doing? Don't let any external factors keep you from doing and going for what you want. Embrace what it is you want. Follow it. So many people out here have lost touch with their true selves, and they forget about their passions. They forget about the things that truly interest them. And if you don't know what that thing is that you want, or what would truly make you happy, what you truly want, then search for it. Take some time to figure it out. Because what's the alternative? You continuing to live the life that's not true to who you are, and then one day you won't be here. So it's time. It's time to figure out what we want, what makes us happy, to stop letting society dictate who we should be and what we should do with our lives. Stop paying attention to what other people think about us, about whether or not they like us. You don't have to live with that person for the rest of your life every day, but you have to live with yourself. So let's make self happy, right? The number one regret, again, is people getting to the end of their life and wishing they would have lived a life true to them and not what other people expected of them. Let go of that need of acceptance and figure out who you are and what you want. It's a journey, but it's one that's worth it. So that's what I got for you today. If you like this episode, please share it with somebody that can benefit from this, somebody who is a friend or a family member, somebody who has goals and is trying to improve their lives. So thank you again, and let's get it in.